don't mind that. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel, my peeps, the Galeo. If you are not new, if you are new, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If you're not having a fantastic day or a great day, remember that's always okay too. But I'm always over here hoping your day turns around for you. I hope you guys are being safe, social distancing, wearing your mask, hand sanitizing, washing your hands, and things like that. What else? I think there's something else that I'm missing. Oh, it doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. Remember, doesn't matter. You need to protect yourself and other people. Turn on computer. Okay, so we are doing a situation. So today, which is October 22nd, is the last day of the Libra season. And so I'm like, you know what? I mean, you guys have already received your Vlogtober video for today, but I'm like, I'll just do like an extra video because it is the Libra season, technically still, as of right now. And so like, I'll make a video just saluting us Libras, you know what I'm saying? So, for the people that do not know, Libra is our, what do you call it? The Zodiac sign that I am. And it is from September 23rd to October 22nd. If y'all birthday is on the 23rd of October, I'm sorry y'all. You guys just can't be as cool as us because you guys are not Libras, okay? I don't care what anybody says, okay? If it's the 23rd, you are a Scorpio. Now, my dad's a Scorpio. I'm not saying, like, he's bad or anything. I'm just saying, of course, Libras are the superior ones. So, let me see if I can, just show you guys, some pictures. We'll just, go on images, see. So then y'all can look at this with me. You can see that, we are the scale. Well, I guess I can't show you. Oh, here's a scale right here. We are the scale. But of course, that's what our sign looks like. Then just going through some Google images, y'all can see that. I don't know what those people are. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so what I would have decided to do, is I am going to read off assumptions or things that describe Libras, and I guess it's just kind of letting you guys kind of know, also seeing if any of these things are not true. Now, for the most part, what I have been reading so far this month, for the exception of one thing, but for the most part, a lot of the Libra stuff that has been posted throughout this, I can't even say month or whatever, but through our Libra season has been really accurate. So I'm just gonna type in, we'll say Libra, no, maybe we should do assumptions about Libras. Okay, so we'll read this a little bit. Okay, so this is, I try to give credit to when I can show you guys this. The Personality of a Libra Explained, and it's by Elisa. I guess. What's your name if you ever see this video? But I'm giving you credit, so it's the thought that counts, right? So, okay. My wonderful Carlin. Okay, wrong thing. Okay, exit. No thanks. I don't want to sign up for your newsletter. Okay, so Libra, September 23rd to the 22nd. She got that right already. See, Libra is an air sign represented by the scales. Interestingly, the only inanimate object of the zodiac. Seriously? Hold up. Interesting. We'll have to check back on that. An association that reflects Libra's fixation on balance and harmony. Very true, very true. We have to have everything like balanced. That's a big thing with us. Like, I'm not saying like I'm like some part of like some cult of Libras or whatever. Libras or whatever. But I have met quite a few other Libras in my time of 20 years. But for the most part, that is really what we are about. Okay, Libra is obsessed with symmetry and strives to create equilibrium in all areas of life. Very true, very true, very true. These air signs are... Okay, we're ruled by Venus, the planet that governs love, beauty, and money. Okay. Libras adore high art. Okay. Intellectualism. Yes. We need to surround ourselves with stunning objects and create environments that reflect our exquisite taste. Okay, yes, that's also very true. Holy crap! Like, this girl, wait, is she actually a Libra? What you should know about this zodiac sign? I don't know, she's very far removed from us, though. So maybe she's not a Libra. Excuse me. Interesting. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay. Libras adore. Oh, I already read that. What did I just read? Oh yeah, we surround ourselves. Okay. Accordingly, these air signs make excellent designers, decorators, art critics, and stylists. Okay, I can't really like, unless I am dressing like completely like down, completely like in sports gear or sportswear, I cannot dress really to save my life. Like, I always end up calling my mom and my sister, which are both the stylists pretty much, and I have to call them because I can't dress myself. I mean, I think that I dress okay. Well, I take that back. I think I dress good, okay, without any help. But apparently, when I put things together, I guess it's like, no, Kyrie, you can't wear light jeans with that, or you can't wear those dark jeans, or those jeans are too dark. It's like, okay, sis. And so it's like, if they're thinking that, are other people thinking that? So then I was just like, you know what, forget it. They can just pick my outfit for me. And so we have excellent designers. An excellent designer, yes, I am an excellent designer. Actually, I was going to be in real estate and like be like this amazing businesswoman, obviously. But clearly that's not happening anymore. So, am I an excellent designer as far as like decorating like my room, clearly, and things like that? Amazing. I'm so amazing at that. Decorators, obviously. Designers, yes. Art critics, absolutely. Yes. While Libra's opposite the sign Aries. While Libra's opposite sign Aries represents me, Libra symbolizes we. Relationships are paramount for Libras who find balance in companionship. We find balance in companionship. I mean, I guess if that's what she's saying, like, my sister just sent me a message that says, "I seen your decorations in your dorm room. I love them," with a bunch of upside down smiley faces. Okay, so we who find balance in companionships. Okay. I mean, I guess I can understand if it's saying, like, if what she means is we need to find a balance in our companion. Otherwise, we just drop them. Because that's what happens with me. If I don't see, like, a balance, like, for example, in, like, college life or whatever, if we're not both giving into this relationship, this is just not it. Like, I'm, like, completely withdrawn or whatever. Like, I'll still, like, talk to them and consider them, like, an acquaintance, I guess. But it's not, like, I won't necessarily call them, like, my friend unless we have, you know, really exchanged something. For example, let me find an example. Okay, this is kind of like a... We'll just go with the example. So there's this girl that sits next to me. I'm not going to say any names. In history class, right? Well, I guess I sit next to her because I think she chose that spot first. And then I just, like, sat next to her. I can't remember exactly how it happened. But we're always, like, talking. Like, we'll talk to each other. We're asking each other how each other's day is going. We, like, wave to each other. And things like that or whatever. So, like, I consider that, like, friendly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would ask each other questions and things like that. And I would consider her a friend, right? She's always kind to me, nice to me, or whatever, and things like that. And I had missed a day of class or whatever. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you guys had not seen the video, all the videos, I've given y'all so much content. You know, you just binge it. You know what I'm saying? But, I had missed a day, and I was able to, you know, text her and be like, hey, could you, like, give me the notes to the lecture I missed or whatever. And she said, oh, of course, no problem. And so I was like, and it was a Friday, so I'm like, she probably won't even, like, get them relayed to me to, like, Sunday or whatever, which is fine because I want what I can get, basically. That's how it goes in college. And she had sent it to me. I was like, okay, obviously she's not going to send it. She sends it to me at, like, 11:30 p.m., and saying, hey friend, here are the notes. I'm sorry I waited so late. I just got so busy with work and stuff. Or she had said something. But here are the notes. And I said, oh my goodness, thank you so much for sending them, like, on a Friday night. Because normally they don't really be sending you stuff, you know. So, she did that. And then I even had, like, even more, like, I had, like, so many questions about, like, the paper because I wasn't understanding what the topic was or whatever. And so I'm like, maybe she, like, emailed the teacher or whatever because she said she was going to, whatever. And so, like, I asked her, like, so many questions. And so then eventually, you know, I was like, okay, good. And then she had missed a day, and then I was just going to send her the notes, but I know that, because I know she talks to the other people in the class, too, so maybe she had, like, gotten them from somebody else, or so I was, like, wanting her to reach out to me or whatever. And so she had said, hey, friend, or hey, girl, or whatever, can you send me the notes? And then I was able to send her the notes. And then she said, oh, remember that question that you had asked me about the paper? I'm still not quite sure on it, but I think this is the general idea. And I said, oh, my goodness, yes, I figured out, had that same feeling, too, but I think it's more of this or whatever. And she said, okay, great, I'm so glad we, like, kind of got the same vibes from, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there's the balance in that relationship. One person isn't, like, always, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's balance in that. So, Libras who find balance in companionship, yes, we need to make sure that there is a balance in companionship. They love partnerships with fashionable mates, especially those who make attractive arm candy. Okay, Libra governs the skin, and these air signs are highly motivated by physical appearance. Absolutely, yes. Well, at least I know I am. I am extremely motivated by physical appearance. They said there's no better way for a Libra to relax They want a luxurious face mask. Well, I wouldn't say that, all that. No. But, I know I am. I'm going to speak for myself in this. I am highly motivated by physical appearance. I was. And it wasn't even just that. I just feel like so good exercising, like for 3 hours a day or whatever. 2 hours a day and then 3 hours on Wednesday or whatever. So yes, I am always doing that. I'm always drinking as much water as I can. I'm like constantly like walking. And I'll do like, because I can't do like the intense exercises I want to, I do like intense yoga, so it's like almost borderline doing what I really want to do, but it's not, which is unfortunate. So like, yes, I am motivated by physical appearance. I'm constantly doing like the things I can do to help my skin, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like brushing my teeth like 50 times a day. Like, yes, I am very highly motivated by that. Libras, when they are regularly coupled, must be careful about seeking attention outside the agreed upon boundaries of the relationship. Since they try to keep everyone happy and engaged, they may find themselves tempted to push the limits of their agreements with their partners. Wait, tempted to push the limits of their... Okay, nah, I wouldn't say that. Yes, do we try to like keep people happy? Yeah. We'll try and keep everyone happy. But no, I don't agree with that other part. Push the limits? No, absolutely not. No. People-pleasing Libras must remember that the happiness of their loved ones and the health of the relationship is more important than maintaining the attention of distant admirers. Interesting, very interesting. Libra is a cardinal sign, which means Libras are accordingly great at launching new initiatives. Okay, very good. And this goes into a thing that I'm going to like be starting, but I'm going to make that announcement like sometime next week, hopefully. But I actually want to go back to this thing about tempted to push the limits of their agreements with their partner. I'm not going to agree with that for us Libras. I actually have met quite a few Libras, and they've never done this, or, I mean, again, you never know what happens behind closed doors, so I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, like, that is more of a, again, all of these are, like, always generalizations of, like, the signs or whatever, but it's, like, I can't even say that this is, with Libras, a few exceptions, because that doesn't add up. No, I'm not gonna agree to that. We are people pleasers. We try, even the people that like are extremely close to us, like our closest friends, we kind of put on the same kind of level as people who necessarily aren't as close to us, because we are people pleasers. But I'm not going to go in to say that they push the limits of agreements with their partners and like tempted, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that whole situation with basically like cheating, that's not, I'm not going to claim that for us Libras. Now, are there still Libras? I'm not saying like there's no Libras that don't do that, but I'm also not going to say that most of us do it either. Like, that's a very person by person basis, no matter what the sign is. Okay, however, Libras struggle with multiple perspectives in all pursuits. Their air signs struggle with indecision. Yes! Oh my god! We are so extremely, I know I'm a very indecisive person, and yes, it has to do with Libras, probably our signs, but it's also like maybe the normal indecisiveness of the Libra is like right here, and then I'm like literally like, okay, so like all the way up here. Like, we are so freaking indecisive, like we can't make up our minds, y'all. like literally whenever I go to like do like a new, you see my nails by the way, whenever I go to do like a nail color or even as simple as picking a movie to watch, like I am so freaking indecisive. And when I'm like snacking or whatever, I'm like, should I eat some chips with some nacho cheese, or should I eat some pork skins? And then like I'm just like so indecisive, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna eat both, but which one should I eat first? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm so indecisive, y'all. Okay. Yes. Instead of constantly seeking outside perspectives, Libras would do well to develop and trust their own intuition. Yes. Yeah. Instead of constantly seeking outside, we don't really do that. We don't seek outside perspectives. No. We definitely don't do that. I know I don't do that. I'm a person who will listen to other, like, I will share my idea, and then when someone has another idea, I will literally kind of like block them out. But also my curiosity sets in, so like I'll like sort of hear, but then at the end of it, after they've said the idea, I like completely block it out. I'm like, okay, so I mean, we could do that. And so like I try to like find something wrong with it, and it really makes my case when I find multiple things wrong with it, so that way we can still doing my idea. Okay, Libras will do, okay, their characteristic, Libras can navigate virtually any social situation. Effortlessly resolving conflicts by simply turning on the charm. Oh, absolutely! Absolutely! I completely agree with this. We do. I know for sure I do virtually navigate virtually any social situation. Absolutely. Completely. Honestly, y'all know how much I agree with this. Okay, and yes, we have a lot of charm. Okay. So we're done with her. Wait, did I like double click on this thing? Okay, so 4 overblown myths about Libras. Okay. Okay, so I guess I should... No! I'd rather not know my future. No, undo. Okay, so here's this by Sarah Coughlin. Okay. And then here's what I'm looking at, y'all. Ta-da! So... Okay, so... Libras may seem like they're magnetized for all the drama and scandal in 5-mile radius, but we promise they aren't actively seeking it out. Usually, anyway. More often than not, Libras end up embroiled in conflict because they were trying so badly to avoid it. Represented by the scales of justice, Libras love nothing more than balance and peace. So they're nearly allergic to confrontation. Their reluctance, if not outright refusal, to take a side out of fear of hurting someone else can end up raising the stakes of an argument. Your Libran friend might not be the best person to hash out a problem, but they're more than happy to celebrate with you when a resolution has been reached. Oh my god! Sarah Coughlin? Like, what? Like, are you a Libra yourself? Like, what the heck? Okay, we are completely magnetized by a bunch of drama and all kinds of scandals. I know this for sure. Well, like, yes, I'm magnetized by it, but, like, I also seek it out. Like, I'm a person who watches Bravo. And then if y'all know what Bravo is, it's basically all the shows with, like, the Real Housewives and stuff like that or whatever. And I love those shows. Okay, so... And I will like from time to time get in the mood where like I watch like Karen videos and stuff like that, which is like, well, if y'all know what Karens are, it's basically an entitled woman that thinks that they're basically the only people on the planet. How is that a good description? How I describe it? Okay, let's see. Okay, for example, the Karen video of when I was explaining what happened at the zoo, which y'all should have watched, but if y'all didn't, long story short, the woman didn't want to basically wear a mask, and then she's seen some people in my group that didn't have it on for 2 seconds, but they ended up putting it on, and so she basically decided to waste everyone's time and demand a supervisor, so that way she can make her case and figure out why it was okay for him to have it off for 2 seconds, and she has to wear it while she's literally standing in there for like 45 minutes, still waiting on the supervisor. You know what I'm saying? So Karen's like that. They feel like they're entitled. They're always right. She felt like she was entitled not to wear a mask simply because this kid, well, not a kid, but this teenage dude had his mask off for 2 seconds and then put it on right away. She thinks that she's entitled not to wear a mask simply because he didn't have it on. That's a Karen. Okay, so, but yes, I watch those videos also because, like, drama, I must have it. They're not actively seeking it out. I don't actively seek it out in my real life. I'm okay watching it on the screens, but I definitely don't want to be watching it being in it. You know what I'm saying? But we promise they aren't actively seeking out in person. Libras end up involved in conflict because they were trying so badly to avoid it. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure, I know for sure I've been in like a situation or two where that has happened. Actually, yeah, I know for a fact that I've been in like 2 situations that's happened. But it's mainly because I was like trying so far to stay away from it. But of course, when you're extremely good friends with both of these people and they're like, she said this, she did this, it's like when you're avoiding it and trying to be like, my relationship with her has nothing to do with you, my relationship with you has nothing to do with her, then it's like a whole thing. Yes, we love nothing more than balance and peace. But yeah, it's interesting when like they have, when a group of, one of my friends has a conflict with someone that I am in no way connected to, that's interesting. But as far as like within our actual lives, yeah, we definitely prefer balance and peace, and we hate confrontation. I mean, who really likes confrontation, I guess? But yeah, I'm not a big fan of confrontation, but I definitely don't back down or get nervous when it comes to being confronted. Okay? I definitely don't do that. If I know I didn't do anything wrong, or even if I did do something wrong, I'm going to like, normally, I mean, that never really happens. But I'm saying, if it is a situation where I am confronted, it's like, okay, yes, I did, or no, I didn't do it. Yes, I agree with her because of the situation, and you can either take it or leave it. So I'm never like swayed from one side to another simply because of what I know, what I think is right or whatever. We do refuse to take a side out of fear of hurting someone. We always do that. Even when it's like a disagreement between two people that I really care about, it's like we're really reluctant, but sometimes like you really like can't really refuse to take a side in like some situations if y'all like can like get my drift or whatever. So there's sometimes where we just have to kind of like bite the bullet and take a side, but of course we're like logically thinking about it. We're going through all these things in our mind thinking about it, like okay, which one makes more sense, who was right, who was wrong, who was more right, and you know what I'm saying? So that's how we end up doing it. But as far as like most situations, we will refuse to take a side, and it says it can end up raising the stakes of an argument. It really does, but it's just something that we just still don't like back down to. Like, I'm not gonna take a side, sis. Like, this ain't between me. But when y'all make up and get over the BS and things like that, we are so happy that it's resolved. and things like that. And more times than not, it's because we have somehow, some way, been able to stay out of your entire situation. So now, like, you guys are good, so we're happy. Like, yes, absolutely, and things like that. So it's like they have these slides or whatever, and it's like myths or overblown myths or whatever, and it says they're just here to cause drama. Lies. We're not here to cause drama. We want to watch the drama from afar, but we're not here to cause it. Y'all, other signs, y'all made this up yourselves, okay? They're shameless flirts. They're shameless flirts. Okay, Libras, we are extremely flirty. I will say that. Like, and it's like not even like, because like they'll be like, I remember one time, I don't remember like the exact context or like what was happening, but like someone I think said like, I'm like really flirty, or were you flirting with him, or things like that or whatever. And honestly, I don't know how to, like, I couldn't, no joke, y'all, I could not like make myself flirt with someone to save my life. Like, it just wouldn't happen. But because I am a Libra and we are extremely flirtatious, it just happens naturally. Like, if we're already like, because like we're already naturally flirting with you, like dust or something, particles in the air. Like, if we're already naturally flirting with you and we just like kind of like start trying to make ourselves flirt with you, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a pretty sight, because now you're like maybe being overly flirtatious. I don't know, but yeah, we are extremely flirtatious, or flirty, or we flirt a lot, or we're flirts, whatever the terminology y'all want to use is. They're shameless flirts. Is this one supposed to be an overblown myth? Because I don't know, they're shameless flirts. I don't know if like shameless, I don't know. When I found that out, when I just like discovered that I was flirting, or like I like just like flirt effortlessly or something, I like, when I like found that out about myself, I mean, I don't think I like was like had shame. So maybe we are shameless. Like, I definitely don't beat myself up over flirting. If and when I do flirt. I can tell you one thing, I definitely haven't flirted being at here, so at least I don't think I have. But then again, it's effortless, so I mean, they're shallow. The lies you tell. Yeah, the lies you tell. I don't think I'm shallow. Do y'all seriously think that Libras are shallow? I have been told that I am like the kindest, nicest person. I'm always, literally today, what was it? My digital literacy professor, she was like, you're always so positive and so happy and things like that. So, and like I'm always caring. The professor had asked to borrow a pen, and like I just like was like, here you go, like use it. The girl that sits next to me in the class never like has a pen ready, because like we have to write our names down for attendance. And so I always like just be like, I like just like automatically go, like after I finish writing my name down for attendance, I literally hand her the paper and my pen at the same time, because I know she doesn't have it. It's like, why should she have to like go through her book bag and stuff every time when I have a pen readily available? So yeah, not shallow. That's definitely overblown myth. They expect too much. We expect too much. It's definitely, I guess one way I can say this is what do they call it, overblown myth, is because this phrase itself is kind of like a nasty way to put it, you know what I'm saying? So that's already like iffy, the statement itself. But let me say this. If we are in a friendship or a partnership or a romantic relationship or whatever the case may be, I'm expecting, I guess it's like a situation where, like, you know, treat others how you want to be treated and things like that or whatever. It's like, here's the thing. I'll go like this. If you're... Okay, you know, I'll actually go it this way, right? A family friend, it was, my mom's friend from work or whatever, she had got me all this stuff for college or whatever, and one of the things was Amazon gift card that had quite a bit of money on it, right? And so I'm not gonna go too much into it because that's, you know, a situation or whatever, a personal situation or whatever, and that's why I'm not even saying any names. Some situations happened or whatever where it was a really bad, unfortunate situation that happened to her. And she had, mind you, all the other crap, like, she got me so much college stuff, like, it literally, my mom was talking about it or whatever, the other day or whatever, and she was like, it literally can, like, add up to, like, everything together, like, over $300, like, it's a lot of crap, right? And so, she was, like, collecting this stuff, like, over a period of time so that she can give it to me all at once, for college or whatever. And so, she had to take, back the, Amazon gift card because of, like, the unfortunate situation that happened. And she was, like, crying and so upset and saying, like, I just didn't want to, like, disappoint Kyra, and it's really not right for me to do this, like, I'm really sorry, please tell Kyra I'll pay her back and everything, and I will do all the Kyra. And, like, my mom was telling her, like, sis, my daughter, especially the way I raised her, she didn't even expect to get anything. So the fact that you even got this stuff is a blessing to her. Like, honestly, y'all, I did not expect that. And honestly, I'm like, she does, like, way too much. She did way too much for me and things like that. So I would not say I expect too much in that. Like, I was like, what do you mean pay me back? It was like your money. Like, don't, like, pay me back. Like, that's okay. Like, you got me so much other crap, and even if you didn't and that was the only thing, I was grateful either way, the fact that you even thought about me enough to, like, give me this stuff. So I was like, sis, no, like, I will survive. Like, I'm very blessed. You have done so much for me in the past, because this isn't the first time that she's, like, blessed me with, like, other things or whatever. And so, let me just, like, go back to my point, whatever. In that situation, as far as this statement, they expect too much, that's BS. Now, I guess I should say, in other situations, like if we're in a group project, or this is a friendship, or romantic relationship, or whatever, yes, I'm going to expect some things, as one should. If we're in a group project, I'm not going to say I expect so much from you. I'm not going to say, especially if I'm doing C work, I'm not going to expect you to do A work. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is, this is a group project. We are getting an A with or without you. I will have you removed from the group. I have had it done before, people. Okay, I've had people removed from the group, or, like, I have talked to the teachers, after, and I've been like, sis didn't do anything, and I told you she wasn't going to do anything, she doesn't deserve the grade, or he, whatever, doesn't deserve the grade, and they shouldn't get it. Because they did absolutely nothing. And I'd be telling the teachers and giving them updates, throughout the project, letting them know what he or she is not doing. Sis. And then, like, there'd be some teachers that'd be like, well, if, he or she doesn't do her part, or if they don't do their part or whatever, that's on them. You guys should speak as a group. No, it's not on us. We are not the parent of that child or whomever that is. We told you that this was happening and things like that or whatever, and it is what it is. That's on them. I am not going to receive a D grade because he didn't do his part or she didn't do his part. So, what I'm saying is I expect certain things. I don't think that's too much to ask. If we were both assigned a section of the reading to take notes on, I expect you to do your section of the reading. I do not think that that's expecting too much. If I'm in a romantic relationship, which I have never been, but if I was in a romantic relationship, and I do exclusive, or will be doing exclusive, okay? Not inclusive, this is me, you. That's it. What was I saying? Yeah, if, it's a situation, I expect you, I'm not going outside of this relationship, and I expect you not to go outside of this relationship either. If you think that is too much to ask, then maybe this relationship isn't for you, sis. I'm just saying, make it make sense. That's what it is. They expect too much, and that statement is a lie. We don't expect too much. More times than not do we expect perfection, and whatever perfection may look like, that's what it is. If perfection looks like honestly, if an assignment is you guys literally just have to read and do some notes, my idea of me expecting perfection from you is you just reading it and taking notes. That's what I expect. If my idea of perfection is you not going outside of this relationship, then that's what that is. Done. Period. Okay, let's move on. Oh goodness. I done did the wrong thing. Okay. What did I type in? Assumptions about Libras. Okay. 20 positive and negative Libra traits. Okay. This is by Elena. Okay, let me go do this. That way y'all can see that I'm getting props. Oh, goodness. A lot of people have viewed this. Okay. And this is what she has up here. Actually, this is a really good graphic. Okay. So this is what we're doing. I think this will be like the last, and the line kind of looks orange right now. Okay. I think this will be, sorry, nose itch. The last thing, a little website that we'll see how this goes. Because this thing is already 43 minutes. Okay, what zodiac sign is the most charming? Undoubtedly, it is Libra. It is Libra. Cool, sociable, and aesthetic by nature. It is difficult to believe that this perfect, at first glance, sign may have negative features. However, you will agree that there are no ideal zodiac signs. Well, 2. Libra traits and characteristics are not only positive, and it is important for Libras and people who surround them to learn all the qualities given by them by nature to them. Overview. We're the air sign, obviously associated with blue color and the attraction of rose flower. So no wonder that they are favorites for many people who surround them. Let's see, there is most honorable by planet beauty. Okay, so it has many great traits to develop. However, there is a bad side in this astrological sign too. It is enough to consider the element in the ruling planet of Librans, as well as look at their interaction with other people to see both advantage traits and qualities for them, and the ones that leave a detrimental print on their lives. for them and the ones that, okay, both representations is like, okay. No, I don't care about that. Okay, positive traits. Okay. Tact. Libra is a diplomatic sign in astrology. Yes, we are very diplomatic. We are called peacemakers who weigh in on all arguments and offer the best solutions for both sides. Yes. Okay, so this is kind of the other side of the whole, we try and stay away from drama and things like that. But when we are in the drama, or like when it's a situation, of course we try our best and more times than not refuse to take sides. We will definitely, if push comes to shove, play peacemaker, weigh in on both sides of the arguments, and then try our best to provide the best solution for both sides. So we do that. So that's kind of like the other side of when we can't get it straight away from the conflict and the drama. We try and fix it by appeasing to both parties, which again is the people pleasers that we are. Sense of justice. The scales are fair people. Yes. We can't stand injustice and would put much effort to achieve balance, letting everyone explain their vision of the situation. They switch on logic in almost every situation and act as great mediators. Absolutely, yes, that is very true. They switch on logic in almost every situation. Yes, and when they say switch in almost every situation, I would say about 90%, or we'll say more like 97% of the time, we always use logic. When my mom talks to me and tries to convince me of something, or whatever the case may be, or tries to tell me something, she has obviously finding out what Libra sign I was like 20 years ago. She has ever since then always appealed to me logically. When my sister goes to her, she's a Pisces, they use a lot of emotions. When she tries to, my sister tries to plead with me using emotions, I am like so withdrawn. I'm like, absolutely not. No, I don't see any of what you're talking about. I see nothing. All I see is my way. Anything that you're doing emotionally does not make any sense to me, and things like that, whatever. So like my mom will like put in logic into it, and I'm like, okay, I see, you should have started with this the whole time, sis. Like, what are we doing, Pisces? Yes. They can't stand, yes, we cannot stand injustice. Okay, perfectionism. Idealism is a popular feature of the scales. If you guys are like kind of like wondering like why she keeps referring to the scales or whatever, that is what we are. Libras, and the sign is a scale, and so that's what it is. So we are also referred to as the scales. They often think about people on the bright side and have good hopes for the future. They prefer not to focus on negative emotions, look for the best experience, though they always use logic and analytical skills to achieve success. Yeah, this whole entire, so far they have been really good with this. Absolutely, yes. Yes. Well, I know for sure I do. And I know a couple of Libras that do as well, so maybe this is a majority. We do always on the bright side ever, and we definitely have good hopes for the future. We don't try to focus on negative emotions, like when someone's saying, like, even if I'm having a bad day, like, you guys know, like, I'll tell you guys, like, I'm not having such a great day or whatever, but for the most part, I kind of, like, move on and, like, try and put some positivity in it, or I try to put some positivity in you guys, because who wants to focus on negative emotions? So, yeah. So we do try not to focus on negative emotions, but again, we always use logic and analytical skills. which means that, yes, we want to believe that there's good hopes for the future, possibly more times not our own future, but as far as, like, we know that there's bad in the world. Like, we're not oblivious to that fact. I know for sure. Like, I freaking watch crime shows and movies and documentaries and freaking read a bunch of crime novels, true crime novels. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to focus on negative emotions, but obviously we're not like robots, people. Libra is an extrovert who can easily be in the limelight of every company. Absolutely. We are active and charming, yes. And it does not take much effort for them to attract attention. Yes, absolutely. We enjoy spending time with other people and always strive for socializing. Yes, I'm kind of, like I said, the stuff that I'm reading, where not all Libras have all these qualities, or they'll like have some qualities. Like, this is not for every single Libra, but for me, I am, and I know for a fact that I'm an exception to this. I am an extrovert, but I can be either an extrovert or an introvert, depending on the situation or when I need to be. Like, when I'm an extrovert, like when I'm out socializing in class, whatever the case may be, I'm like, yes, absolutely, let's go, let's do this, I'm talking to people, whatever the case may be or whatever. I'm like enjoying people's company, I'm meeting new people, I'm asking new people questions, I'm getting phone numbers and all this other kind of stuff. Definitely in like situations like that, I can completely be an extrovert, but I also can be, an introvert, or have like some of the qualities of an introvert, where if I know that I'm going to be spending the rest of the week, or for example like this weekend, I'm not doing anything or like going anywhere, I know for a fact that I'm going to be okay. Like, I'm not going to like get sad or anything. Like, I can be my own company and literally entertain myself for the next 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. So I'm kind of like the exception. I can be either one. For the most part, I'm an extrovert though. You know what I'm saying? But I can be an introvert when I need to be. Intelligence, Librans stand out thanks to their smart mind. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much for the compliment. They think logically, enforces a bright imagination. Absolutely. Problem solving skills, excellent. So they are great to ask for advice. Absolutely. But we are terrible at taking advice. And also terrible at taking our own advice. If you get what I'm saying? They're versatile. These versatile personalities that easily join any communication too. Okay. Good listener. Absolutely. Though gossiping can hardly be called a good trait, Libras discuss others with pleasure. Well, yeah, like, I'll discuss people, like, obviously in my life, right now, my college life. I'll, like, talk to my mom, talk to you guys, talk to my sister. We definitely gossip, and things like that or whatever. So, I mean, I guess I do gossip about people with pleasure, to be honest with you. But as far as, well, actually, no. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah. Yeah. But we're also very careful with who we choose to gossip. Again, we're that logical, analytical mind. We are very particular about who we can discuss with. Like, you can never trust anyone to keep a secret or whatever, but we can kind of gauge who we can talk about, who we can talk about with, and things like that or whatever. Like, when I talk to you guys, I don't use any names, and for the most part, I know that they're probably not following or subscribed to the YouTube channel anywhere watching these videos. But I try to, pick. Like, I'm not going to. Do I talk about my professors with, like, my peers? Absolutely, I do. But I don't talk about, I mean, sure as heck not when we're in the same class and when they could be best friends and I'm just third wheel, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to talk about girl A who's sitting right here about girl B that's sitting over there in class when I know that I've also seen them talking to each other outside class. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And they could be like just like have an off day and then they become best friends and they'd be like, sis, this girl was talking about you, don't trust her and things like that, whatever. So we like keep it in the back of our mind. They remind a sponge that soaks up everything said by others and will not interfere with other people's words of grief. Absolutely, that's literally what I just said. However, there are high chances that this information can be shared with others and the skills will hardly ever lose this opportunity. Again, when it comes to people like you guys or my mom, my sister, things like that, yeah, I have no qualms about sharing information with them. A sense of humor. One of the reasons why the skills are charming is their ability to understand jokes and tell them. Yes, I can understand jokes very well. Even like, I mean, we understand jokes ever, but we don't. More times than not, at least not me, I'm not gonna. Again, people pleaser. If it's a bad joke, like I'll do like a little chuckle or like a smile or whatever. But in the back of my mind, it's like, yeah, I understood the joke, but why does that joke exist? They can easily draw other people with witty stories and entertain a big number of people with no effort. Is one of the qualities that help them to be pro-diplomats. Like, I have a bunch of crazy stories in my life. And they're entertaining to, like, quite a few people, but I mean, I don't know about that one. I guess I've just never been in a situation where, like, that quality is needed. So maybe, when that thing comes and arrives or whatever, arises, maybe I will be able to, how I say, it's, maybe expand on it. There we go. Romanticism. Crap. Whatever. We are people who value the feeling of love. Yes, I love my family very much. Their adornment of beautiful things and people makes them very demanding to the way they build romantic relationships. They look for ideal dating and are very romantic, so it is not easy to impress them. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Like, I mean, have I ever been in a romantic relationship? No. But when people have told me about the situations and, like, dates that they've been on or things that the people have said or whatever, I'm not impressed by them. It's very extremely hard to impress me. And I guess majority of Libras because, we're very romantic people. Well, I can't say that. Well, I've never been in a situation where I've had to use that quality. But, yeah, it's very hard to impress them. Us. Charm, absolutely. They are tempting and flirty, so it's not surprising that people of their opposite gender catch the hook and fall in love with them easily. We are friendly and talkative, so everyone can be easily attracted to them. Absolutely. I'm extremely talkative, y'all. Y'all, I talk so much that I have arthritis of the jaw. That's what I'm saying. At 20 years old. Understanding / pleasing. Tendency to try to understand and please everyone. Yes, it is unacceptable for them to be bad for someone, so they can easily admit other people's positions even if they do not agree with them. This desire to please everyone results in the fact that scales often can't understand what they really need. That's true. Intuition. Yes, we rely undoubtedly on our intuition. They can predict the outcome of many situations. Yeah. Imagination. We love to dream and also put this trait to our benefit. Their imagination often helps them find creative ways out in different life situations and pursue artistic professions. Sorry, my nose. I am an artistic person. Like, I still have like my trick or treat sign to decorate with my glitter and markers and stuff. I'm an artistic individual, but I would not necessarily want to go into that profession. Photography, I really love photography though. But yeah. Well, I guess this YouTube channel is kind of like an artistic profession. I'm like, I'm not going to go into how that would maybe apply. Y'all can figure it out. Indecisiveness, yes, that is a negative trait. Self-pity. The self-absorption of Libras is a great downfall. They find it difficult to survive tough periods of time and believe that everyone and everything are against them during this time. They would rather feel sorry for themselves and look for a way out. No. And again, I'm pretty sure me and a lot of other Libras are the exceptions to this. I don't know where they got this from. Maybe they're talking about themselves in the situation. But no. I definitely don't like to really feel sorry for myself. Especially when, I'm still having some issues with my ear and hearing and stuff, but as you can see, like, I'm, like, talking to y'all about us Libras, and I'm posting content, I'm being funny, I'm like, putting myself down, like, since I can't dress myself to save my life. I definitely, like, don't feel like my hearing was really bad the other day, and, it, like, really sucked or whatever, and it was, like, a pretty, like, not so good day. I think that was the day that I was talking to you guys about in the other video, and it was like, yeah, I don't agree with this at all. I'm pretty sure a lot of Libras wouldn't agree with this one either. We are constantly, because we are logical, like, that kind of, like, goes against it. Like, we are logical and analytical thinkers. So we would think, like, let me tell you how, like, a Libra would think or whatever. Let's say, what is it? What should I say? Okay, this is, like, not, like, a fantastic example, but I'm just gonna say it. The other day, I was talking to y'all, and hopefully y'all was watching the videos. I had told y'all that I had I think it was, like, last week, maybe, I think. I had told y'all, because, like, excuse me, I feel like I run out of ravioli a lot. I had run out of ravioli. Instead of, like, feeling sorry for myself, like, oh my god, I'm out of ravioli, I literally was like, okay, I'm just gonna eat some chicken nuggets. Like, let's think, like that, let me tell y'all, and then let me break it down as thinking as Libra, because that's y'all just thinking from outside and you guys, your other signs. This is how we think. Why am I gonna keep complaining? I mean, I can complain about the fact that I ran out of ravioli, like, that's why. But it's not going to change the fact that I have ran out of ravioli, so I might as well spend this time, because I'm getting hungry, like, really hungry. I might as well just spend this time waiting for my chicken nuggets to take 30 minutes to cook, and making some macaroni and cheese and then being good. Like, we think of, like, that, like, completely goes against us as Libras. I don't know like, even if you're writing this, wouldn't you think, like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right, because they think logically and analytically, like, what my hearing was, like, so bad. Like, I was like, yeah, this sucks, and I'm having not such a great day. I can barely hear my mom as I'm talking to her on the phone. I'm still going to talk to my mom because I can at least hear a little bit. You know, I'm still blessed enough to be able to hear a little bit. So I'm not going to, like, be like, oh, Mom, I really don't feel like talking, or, like, I don't want to talk because, like, I can barely hear. It's like, it's not going to change because, you know, you can't really hear out of this ear. You can still hear out of this ear. Like, what's going to be the difference if you wait 20 minutes when you start? You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Rather than look for a way out, no. I was like, researching, like, how to, like, try and unblock your ear because, like, I'm just, like, it's going, like, crazy or whatever. My mom was like, here, Kyle, like, take a second or whatever, relax a little bit, and then go get some vitamin E oil, because I'm like, Mom, like, what should I do? I remember we did this. Like, I'm looking for a way out. I'm not going to sit here feeling sorry for myself, people. We are looking for a way out, okay? Unreliability. The scales lack reliability due to their flighty nature. They can be late on important events and forget about important things, being busy with all the fun taking place around them. I don't really agree with that either. No, I don't agree with that. Because we're people pleasers. So if we know, like, it's an important event, like, let's say, oh yes, I'm having so much fun at this party or whatever, at this, I don't know, what should I say? I'm having so much fun at this amusement park right now, but while I'm doing that, I'm, like, constantly, like, setting reminders and making sure I remember that, hey, I need to make sure, like, I pick up her birthday present or wrap her birthday present because I need to make sure I'm at her birthday party tomorrow with her present. Like, this stuff, wait a minute, this is, like, not making any sense because we're people pleasers. Like, even if we're having fun, we're still thinking about other people's feelings as far as, like, being reliable, like, making sure we attend events or whatever. So, that's a lie. Like I said, a lot of these things, like, I can just gonna keep saying it. This is not true for all Libras. Some Libras, 2% of Libras. Not all the Libras are going to necessarily have all these traits, and things like that or whatever. And a lot of these things are just, like, what do they call it? Stereotypes and things like that or whatever. And for the most part, these are, like, some really good ones. But there's going to be some ones where, like, it's like, not really what that is. So, yeah, just keep in mind, y'all. I am not saying that this is for all Libras or even a few Libras. I'm just, like, throwing it out there, like, assumptions about us Libras, and then kind of breaking it down to how I'm thinking about it, as I'm pretty, like, hardcore Libra. Which is what my mom called me the other day. So yeah. So, I don't think we're unreliable. Again, I'm just generalizing. Again, you know what I'm saying? So, I know I'm not, so. Vanity. Endless love for beauty and perfection makes them appreciate themselves too. They pay much attention to their appearance and pampering, as well as enjoying taking selfies. No matter where they are, they might also criticize the look of other people and would not agree to spend time with people they consider less good looking. I'm allergic to bullshit. Okay. That could not have came at a more perfect time, right? Okay, so this is bullshit. Completely sorry for the kids in the back. But seriously, what the heck? Okay, we have endless love for beauty and perfection. Okay, great. And we appreciate ourselves too. Okay. We pay much attention to our appearances and pampering. Yes, absolutely, yes. I know I do. As well as enjoy taking selfies. I don't take selfies. I mean, I record videos of me, but I mean, and I post them. Wait, so I mean, I don't. But enjoy taking selfies? No. Like, I'm not doing this for y'all to see, like, how amazingly cute I am. But, no. They're taking selfies no matter where they are? No. I take more, like, just pictures of my surroundings because I think they're so beautiful and things like that or whatever. So, I don't think that has anything to do with it. Criticizing the look of other people and wouldn't agree to spend time with people they consider less good looking. No. That's complete BS. I definitely don't do that. Like, who cares what the person looks like? Unless they are, like, have freaking tattooed "I am a racist" on their arm and Nazi symbols and things like that or whatever, and anti-gay and things like that or whatever, then of course I'm not gonna spend time with them. But if someone has freaking neon hair and freaking crazy piercing and tattoos on them, it's the personality, not the way that person looks. I think that people who like dye their hair those crazy colors, they're like, I've seen some really crazy cool looking colors. Like, people be like going off on their like hair colors, like they'll be so pretty and so vibrant. Oh my god. Okay. Laziness. The skills always look for easier tasks to complete. They are not best fit for hard work and would rather take a cup of coffee and rest in the cozy armchair than put extra effort to cope with the given job. Therefore, they do not bring their responsibilities to the logical end. Laziness. No, I'm not going to say that for Libras. Again, all these are like generalizations. Again, like a lot of these like negative things that they are saying about Libras is a person by person like basis. Like laziness, like yeah. I am constantly looking for easier, I don't want to say easier tasks to complete, but easier ways to complete the task. Like, for example, there was a few times where like I did like the whole like shopping and like actually grocery shopping in like Walmart and stuff, but for the most part I choose an easier way to complete the task by just ordering my groceries, pulling up to the pickup, and then putting it in the back trunk. So that way I don't have to get up for the remotes and stuff at the middle of the night, because y'all know I like play movies and stuff as I'm sleeping or whatever. If I wake up and I'm like hearing a part of the movie that I'm like it's like I'll like go back to the very beginning. I'll literally just like keep the remotes on like the end of my bed, because like I don't take up the entire length of the bed, so like I'll just keep the remotes at that end, so that way I can easily wake up at 2:30 in the morning like, this is the end of the movie. So I just will just like rewind it all the way back to the beginning and then put the remote down and like lay back down. Let me see. Another way I complete a task. What's another way I complete a task? Easier way. So like sometimes I'm making ramen noodles or my chow mein or something like that. Like even when I put them in like decent sized bowls, like they'll like kind of spill over a little bit. So like I'll put like a bowl underneath it or whatever that is obviously a little bit bigger, so that way when it starts to like drip on the side, it'll just go straight into the bowl, because I find it's easier to clean the the bowl, instead of taking out the microwave plate and then trying to clean the microwave plate and things like that or whatever. So yes, do I look for easier ways to complete a task. Yes, I don't look for easier tasks to complete, because at the end of the day, even the way that they used to put it, the scales always look for easier tasks to complete. No, that's literally, that statement right there basically is saying that means that there's other tasks that we still have to complete. Again, logical, analytical side. If we know that we have to complete the task anyway, we're just going to do the hardest one first and then do the easier ones. Duh. Like, that's just so dumb. What the heck? I've never, like, that doesn't make any sense to me. If we have tasks to complete anyway, why wouldn't we do the hardest one first? We're not best for the hard work, and we'd rather take a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee. And rest in the cozy armchair. I don't have a cozy armchair. Then put extra effort to cope with the given job. I mean, what was it? Maybe a week ago or whatever, I was cleaning my shower or whatever. I'm just gonna make sure I scrub that thing clean, so that way it's another while longer before I have to clean it again, instead of half-assing it and having to go back to do it in like a few days. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Therefore, they don't bring their responsibilities to the logical end. That does not even sound right. We have to use our logical part of our brain because we're Libras. Well, I can't even say the logical part of it. We use our logical way of thinking to be like, we gotta do the task anyway, so might as well just do it. You know what I'm saying? Excellent intuition. We're superficial. They believe in mysterious signs, legends, and myths, as well as try not to violate the laws of nature to avoid any punishment or sacrifice. What? I have never heard of this before. We believe in mysterious signs, legends, and myths, as well as trying to violate the laws of nature to avoid any punishment or sacrifice. We believe in mysterious signs, legends, and myths. Okay, we'll break it down. Mysterious signs. I don't think I agree with any of what this is saying. Legends. Like, are we talking about like mythical like things? Like a legend of like some like treasure in a pirate ship? Is that what they're referring to? Is that what they're saying that we believe in? Okay, as far as the myths, sure, I guess. I mean, I believe that that unicorns exist and things like that. I guess. Sure. Mysterious signs. Are they referring to like as like when you see a black cat or something? I don't see it as a black cat. I just see it as something, an animal that I hate no matter what the color of the fur is, whether it's black, white, orange, purple. It's a cat. I despise cats and I'm severely allergic to cats. That's what I see the cats as. I don't see it as a sign. It's a cat. Okay? The laws of nature, they say that you're like, wasn't it like you're supposed to keep like daddy long legs are the spiders you should like keep or whatever, or not kill because like they kill like other spiders or something like that. I don't want to have a bunch of spiders up in my place. Like, no, all spiders are treated equal up in here. No spider is above getting killed. So no, I don't try not to violate the laws of nature to avoid any punishment. I don't think I ever told y'all. There was a lizard or whatever they call it up in my bathroom, and I thought it had left for good. And I was like, okay, great, yes. And then it was like sometime later I see it again, and I got scared. I was like, and the reason why I was trying to just capture it at first and try and get rid of it is simply because I didn't want a bunch of blood and stuff in my shower to have to clean it. But after it escaped me, I was over it. It was a one and done chance. It had one chance to try and survive, and it failed. And so then I grabbed a shoe and I smashed it. And it was dead. So, I mean, I gave it a chance. Manipulation. Librans are very manipulative. They attract others with their charm, learn other people's weaknesses, and benefit from this knowledge in the respective situation. Moreover, they can easily force others to do things they want without much effort and rest. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all because, like, I'm all about that honesty. I'm not a fake person. I agree with this statement. When I say weaknesses, though, I'm not a manipulative person. Like, I'm not going to look at someone who has any health issues or has disabilities or like things like that. Or like, if that's what this is referring to, then I don't agree with it. But if it's talking about like, just like, I'll just say it this way, if you know that, how am I going to say this? It's like kind of hard to like give an example. I'm gonna say it this way, because the way they said it, okay, like I said, I agree with it, but how do I want to say this though? Okay, this is what I'll say. Okay, so I had played Monopoly with my sister. I don't know if, like, I've like told y'all about this or whatever before, but I've played Monopoly with my sister before, and the one time I definitely wanted to, because I had lost like the previous week to my mom, and so I knew that some of my sister's weaknesses were, one, that she can't really be playing Monopoly for too long because she gets very disinterested in the game, one. Two, strategically, my sister sucks at doing things strategically. Like, you know, like how you can like place houses or hotels or something in the original Monopoly game and stuff like that or whatever. So, I had that leg up on her also. And the fact that I could easily convince her, manipulate her into like not buying a property or something because I know that that property is golden. You know what I'm saying? So I will use those weaknesses and benefit myself in the situation, knowing those things or whatever. So yeah, if that's what they're kind of saying or whatever, then yeah, I can agree with that. But as far as like, if they're talking about like physical weaknesses, like no, we don't do that. I don't do that. But I guess if they had said like Libras will do what they can to get what they want, because we are very persuasive people. We will persuade the heck out of y'all. We will persuade, if y'all have only been eating lettuce and crap because you're vegetarians or whatever, we can persuade the heck out of you. You will have been a vegetarian for 10 years and we will convince the heck out of you, and just like that you're eating a double cheeseburger. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can convince the heck out of y'all people. If we really want y'all to eat that double cheeseburger, we'll convince y'all to eat that double cheeseburger. Trust and believe. We are detached personalities who experience a contradictory reaction to every situation, object or state. They can't make up their mind which side they should adhere to and suffer from constant indecisiveness. Okay. Love. Okay, no, this is characteristics of Libra that are, I think they're supposed to be positive, right? Okay, so love. Okay, Okay. When we fall in love with another person, we do that decisively. And at the same time being rather pragmatic. Librans will not wait long if they understand that there are some obstacles on their way and would rather cease the relationships at the very beginning. Yes. Okay, yeah. I see that. I guess, let me give y'all an example. I guess if it's a situation where, how should I say this? When, let's say we get together and we're like, okay, great, things are going good, and then I eventually find out, or you eventually tell me, whichever of the two, that you have previously cheated in another relationship. Then it's like, I'm not saying every Libra would do this in this situation ever, but I know I would be like, no, not it. This isn't happening. No. Great meeting you. Got to know you a little bit, but now it's time to ex-nay and cease this relationship because I can foresee that it will be an issue in the beginning. Again, let's look at this again. If a Libra is saying that, they're not saying that, okay, because they did it means that they're going to do it again. We're practical people. If they could do it once, they could do it again. But it's also on our part where we're not going to want to spend our entire relationship with this person worrying about if they're going to do it to us too. So we're going to cease it because we can foresee obstacles and situations in the future. I'm not going to read this part of it. It's a little bit not PG-13. Okay, family. We are very helpful people who never leave their near and dear in trouble. They're responsible children. Okay, yes, absolutely. Understanding and fair parents and funny spouses. Being kids, they try to avoid disagreements with their relatives and admit their viewpoint. When they grow up, they become nurturing parents who also prevent conflicts and trust their children. Lies. Well, this is a situation. It might be a lot of Libras, parents or whatever, but I was raised that you do not trust your children. Okay? They are children. You're not supposed to trust your children, okay? Like my mom. She said, yeah, she trusts us to be responsible. She trusts me, not to drink and drive, obviously, which I can't do because I'm not 21. But even if I was 21, she would trust me not to do that. But my mom always says, for the most part, you can't trust your children because obviously they're going to make mistakes or things like that, therefore you can't trust them. Every person would be happy to have skills as a friend. He or she will always give a good and logical piece of advice, but it's better to avoid sharing weaknesses with Libras. They're very communicative and do not mind gossiping, so this information may go viral. I don't share weaknesses with other people about other people. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, no. Unless it's a situation where I know that someone in the class is very weak with getting their weaknesses is like they don't turn in stuff on time, they do FD work and things like that, whatever, then I'm going to share with the people when I think about adding that person to the group. I'm like, no, they have their weaknesses. They do not ever turn their crap in on time, and I've seen their work, and they do D work or failing work. No, they're not going to be part of our team. Just saying. Education makes studying a pleasure for them. They tend to choose multiple various courses to expand their no, I choose courses that I'm forced to take, and when I'm not forced to take things and I can just be fine with it, then I'll take BS classes because I'm forced to. They're more likely to achieve success in humanitarian sciences such as languages, psychology, arts, and others. It is the right choice for us to be hired as employees, obviously. We're excellent team leaders, yes. And the reason why we are excellent team leaders is because we've had so much practice, because we refuse to be second choice, second command. We want to be the head because it's our way or the highway. Ooh, someone's getting caught up in the rain. Y'all, it's been raining pretty much on and off all day. It was raining for hours and hours earlier, really bad. Okay, they enjoy working with people and would be great employees in politics, sales, negotiations, or travel. Yes, like I said, we can negotiate the heck out of anything. They prefer to run businesses in partnership rather than solely, as well as stick to their moral principles in it too. That's where I kind of have to be iffy on it. Obviously I've talked about how my sister and I were gonna have businesses and companies together, or whatever. But obviously we're gonna have our own separate too, and I don't want to be a partnership with anyone when it comes to my sister and I's separate businesses, because I prefer, obviously when we're in a partnership it's going to be fun and stuff because we're doing things together as siblings and because we're super close sisters. But when we're make our businesses separate from each other, I'm not going to have anyone as my partner. I want to run it myself. It's my business. It's not no 50-50 and things like that. Compatibility with other signs. Female Libras are especially interested in their compatibility with other zodiac signs. Sure. Are compatible. It says represent when it comes to the scales. Represent at this sign can build long-lasting and happy couples with Geminis, Leos, Sagittarius, Aquarius. It's interesting how all of these signs are none of my family members. Interesting. Advice for a Libra. No matter how difficult it is, you should weigh all the pros and cons and accept only one side. Not gonna happen. Create challenge for yourself in achieving the final goal, or you may give up everything. Remember that it's impossible to be good for everyone. Set priorities. Don't let yourself get bored and manipulate others. Spend this energy on volunteering or creative activities. Well, first of all, again with this whole boredom and manipulating others, no, that's terrible advice. Because I already volunteer. I already try and give back as much as I can to the community, which I will be able to expand more on what I'm going to be doing and let you guys know what I'm going to be doing. And creative activities, I am never bored. I always find a way to entertain myself. My family knows this, or whatever the case may be. Stay honest with yourself and learn to admit your own faults. I don't need that advice because I already do that. Don't give up immediately when someone confronts you. I already don't do that. I don't give up immediately. I stand my ground. Keep your mouth closed when someone starts discussing your friend. Okay, now I do, especially in high school or whatever, when they would gossip, I would just let them talk. I wouldn't say anything. I did keep my mouth closed. Tips for relating to Libra. Tell compliments to the scales. It will sound soothing for these beauty connoisseurs. Okay. Avoid confrontation. Try to be open and fair with these people. I love how they refer to us as these people. Okay. Let Libras feel Libras. Let Librans feel leaders and help them choose the best idea out of hundreds offered by them. Show your passion for balance and they will appreciate that. Encourage Librans to try something new together to get their trust. Share their sphere of interest and please their romantic nature with extravagant solutions. Now, I probably shouldn't have read that out loud to y'all. Okay. Dang, this video is super long. Okay. That is the end of this little snippet about Libras. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so interesting. Some people are like, dude, like we literally just like listen to you talk about Libras, things like that. Well then just you could, if you didn't like that, just leave a dislike. But guess what? I'm gonna probably do it again next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. So don't worry about it. But yes, this was really exciting and very interesting. I got to like really delve into it again. Like y'all, I am like a true hardcore Libra. For the most part, these 3 sources or whatever, they got quite a bit of it right. Again, there was, except for the last one, there was quite a bit of stuff I didn't really agree with. So yeah, so how interesting. Some vocabulary for y'all, the Libras, we are referred to also as the scales and things like that. So I mean, this is good. This is really good. I am like, this is crazy. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the notifications bell so y'all get notified every single time I post a new video. Remember, if you didn't like the video, dislike that. Hit the upside down thumb or whatever you do, what y'all do. And I'm going to keep doing what I do over here because what we do over here is what we do. And yeah. Remember, stay safe, social distance, wear your mask. Doesn't matter if you're vaccinated or not. Hold up, I think I have another sneeze. But excuse me. Yeah, it is now October 23rd. It is 12:05 a.m., which means it is now the season of Scorpios. Anyway, y'all, I will see y'all next time. And obviously in the next video it will be Vlogtober day 23. and things like that. So, again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.